Hello everybody, video here for today. This is the No Cap recap of the Curse of Oak Island Season 11 finale, episode 25, called Worth the Wait, WEIGHT, aired April 30th, 2024. If you missed my recaps of previous episodes, there's a link in the upper right. Let's get into it. Previously, on the Curse of Oak Island, people have been looking for an incredible treasure for 229 years. In this opening shot of the island, you can see the rocks set up to protect it from erosion and the winter storms that aren't too far off. In the Money Pit area, the last borehole is named Bravo Sierra by Marty, but just reveals in situ sand at target depth. On a positive note, the water that flooded the garden tunnel and shaft did not go through that sand, so it's more evidence of an actual flood tunnel, but nearby. In the lab, Emma tests the arrowhead that Robert Dunfield found in the 1960s and finds that the composition of the metals indicates pre-1600 AD and English, which Laird says that doesn't mean it's not Norse. Vikings pillaged a lot of England, says Jack, and also lived there, says Laird. Narrator Robert Clotworthy reminds us of the finds on the island that have dated to the medieval time period. A stone well on lot 26 that has high silver trace evidence in the water and doesn't freeze in the winter when everything else does. The paved feature in the swamp. The megalithic formation of stones known as Nolan's Cross. 2 lead artifacts and a pickaxe made from metal of Scandinavian origin. And these Roman coins minted in the 400s AD. Gary and Alex arrive on lot 10, close to where Cone E of Nolan's Cross was lifted recently, and where Gary previously detected and flagged many targets. This note reminds you that work is about to be over for the year and that this is the season finale. Gary finds this chisel, but they do not show him checking any other targets. Mr. Clotworthy reminds us of the numerous carved stones found on the island, including the HO stone. On lot 5, Laird is talking about covering feature 2, the rectangular one, for the winter. They continue to excavate it, and Helen finds a second lead weight that looks identical to the first one found on the previous episode. And the third one right there to the left of her trowel that is smaller and appears to have dark marks on it. It weighs 0.69 of an ounce, which is also what the other 2 larger ones weighed. I googled it but couldn't find anything about that particular weight being significant, and it doesn't convert to an even number of any other weight measurement. All too early, it's time to start the year-end war room meeting. As usual, the top finds are on the table. These lot 5 finds, including the Roman coins, are nicely displayed on wooden blocks. Laird says lot 5 became a much bigger project than he anticipated. Our narrator reminds us that in feature 1 near the shore, they found the lead barter token on the left, which ended up being a compositional match for the lead cross, the metal coming from a Templar mine in southern France. The team also found 1500s Venetian trade beads and several iron tools that have been scientifically connected to Sir William Phipps, discoverer of the Spanish galleon Concepcion shipwreck that was carrying looted treasure from South America back to Spain. He delivered a full ship of treasure to the English Crane, but his second delivery came up very short based on the manifest, leading some to believe that he hid a portion of it on Oak Island in 1687. Other lot 5 finds include the lead weights found in this episode and the previous one, and an iron spike Emma dated to as early as the 1200s. Billy says not for the first time that every time they dig in the swamp they find another surprise. This year they discovered a wooden extension of the stone road and near the 1200s paved area uncovered 2 layers of massive tree stumps that were cut down as far back as the 1400s when the area was dry land, providing further evidence of the swamp being man-made. Several yards north of the stone road, they also uncovered a cobblestone pathway leading to this previously hidden in the swamp possible anchor stone that is similar to the Nolan's Cross boulders. Craig reports the carbon dating on the sticks found under the boulder as 656 to 703 AD and 740 to 774 AD. Marty remarks how much he likes this model of the money pit area, which whoever made it did have time to build it to scale and paint it. Hear that, Zig? Dr. Spooner and Michael confirmed that the latest water testing still shows the same levels of precious metals in them, and they are so high that the metal would still have to be there. Professor of Chemistry Dr. Matt Lupman agrees with them and says he would put a case on north of the baby blob because of the high readings and the knowledge that the water flow is coming from that direction. When Rick points out that there is no sampling data from there, Marty says he has an idea that hasn't been floated yet. His plan is that as far as the garden shaft area, and to the west and north of it, be removed of tons of earth and the remaining stones of the women's memorial, so that they can do borehole testing in that area. When Marty asked for caisson locations, member of the team suggest RF1, H8, and Aladdin's Cave, which also tested high for precious metals and wooden structures. In the 2019 exploration of RF1, the team previously discovered massive wooden beams that had Roman numerals carved into them over 100 feet down, and that pickaxe that has been scientifically linked to Scandinavia. In H8, they discovered evidence of the chapel vault 188 feet down. And in the H8 spoils, Jack found parchment and leather bookbinding. That's it for season 11, unfortunately, but I will be recapping the new Drilling Down episode next week called Zeroing In. I'll continue to retro recap seasons 6 through 8 this spring and summer. All of the other seasons are done and are in the Oak Island playlist in the upper right. I'll also be recapping The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Siempre avanti.